YouTube. What's going on, Cal? How you doing? It's your boy Buddha back in the building for some more Last Cloudia fish grinding. How you doing, my friend? Based on the current turnout, it's probably going to be a very slow day. So, gonna have to turn on the talking to myself's gear. Unless we get some more people funneling in over time. But we're here. New login, even though I realized I didn't need to wait until reset to start this live stream. Because we haven't done our fishing for the last 3 days. I'm sure we will, Cal. But here's the real goal. The real goal is to finish this as fast as possible. Whoops. So that we can get back to Pokemon. Because that's all I care about right now. I think that's going to be one of the BoodaFam members this week. Is a nice chopped compilation of our Pokemon playthrough so far. I'm just very excited to get through that. I'm seeing YouTube videos for other Pokemon creators, and they're talking about like glitches and best ways to get shinies, and I don't know, man. It kind of discourages me from what am I doing? Kind of discourages me from thinking that I could be like a legit Pokemon creator, because I don't have anything too creative planned or in mind for like more Pokemon content. I think Elden Ring will definitely be the next move. Well, so far we've done 2 live streams, and that's it. That's as much as I've touched the game. It is difficult, man. It is difficult to play like stories and RPGs because of the way life is set up right now. Sky Kim! You rage quit Last Cloudia during the Near Automata banner, but I'm thinking of coming back. Played hard up until the anniversary when Shift main cast came up. Do you recommend me to restart on your new account? I think you'd be fine just going on your new account. I don't see a reason to drop it. I'm not a fan of re-rolling. I'm always a fan of like pick up where you left off and learn the game so that you can like don't rely on re-rolls to get a head start in this game, because it really doesn't do much for you. You're going to be much better off if you like focus on what you do have, especially in terms of like soul towers, arc levels, auto farm grind, character investment, so that by the time, if you don't already have some real mainstream stuff, by the time you do pull the good stuff, you're going to be ready to like kit them out very quickly, versus like starting with that and then waiting a whole month and 2 months to like grind them out. Send me your Pokemon run for streams only. That must be tough, especially if you're having a great time playing it. What do you mean? Oh, yes, Cal. Yes, I'm not playing the game on my downtime. I want that to be a Twitch playthrough in its entirety and experience it with you guys. It's tough. It's a tough cookie right here. Oh, we got a fish. We got a crown fish finally. But I mean, depending on how fast we can get this fish grind out of the way, which I don't have sound on the game. I don't have the sound on, so we need to do that. I need to turn the sound on so that I can hear the beautiful fish noises. If I can get this done quick enough, I can probably get away with some Pokemon streaming over on Twitch, but it's a really botched week right now, especially because we just got some family news, and now Lady Buddha has to fly to a different state, in which case, like, it's even more busy. It's even more hectic and crazy than it originally was, where we were just going back downstate to visit the family for Thanksgiving week and weekend. So, It's tough. It's tough. It's tough when this, you know, this isn't quite, this whole operation isn't quite making enough to justify that it's a, it should be considered work to everyone outside of myself. And it's a balancing game, right? Trying to be a content creator it's a joke until it's not. So, but the only way it doesn't become a joke is if you don't treat it like a joke. If you don't treat it like a hobby until it's not a hobby. Undefinable reasoning. What's up, my friend? Welcome. I know you saw it, Cal. I can't remember if you left a comment, Undefinable, if you saw our Try Not to Laugh challenge for the BoodaFam. What a horrible montage I picked. Man. There are definitely moments that I think really push people to stop being content creators. It can be like a snap of the fingers, man. It can be a snap of the fingers. Right now is a super slow period until we get this collab, but even with the announcement of this collab, I think Last Cloudia traffic has died down considerably. It'll pick back up once the collab goes live, but I'm not going to be here to capitalize on that hype, which in terms of like a business move doesn't feel good at all. Rio, what's going on? Shadow just watched the vid. Lance may be single wheeled, end up being better as dual wheeled. It is funny. It's a bit of a troll. Because in that very specific test and scenario, right, Lance Vale works better as dual wield. But for the majority and for the most part, the optimal setup's going to be single wheeled. At least that's what Tweaks is telling me. Now, I am actually curious. I think it's like a sliding scale. So like, oh shit. Once you can get enough, I can't hear myself talk. Oh my goodness. Once you can get enough damage cap on Lance Vale to where the dual wield doubling makes up for the loss in damage cap when he's single wielding, that's when it gets funny. But you gotta have a lot of limited things and a lot of like end game stuff, right? Like the only reason it's comparable and we do better in that test is because we're running all the damage cap things that can work on Lance, right? The Crimson Sword, the Hail Sovereign's Ring, Solaris, and then we had Baland and Tenkili, and then you double all of those damage caps. Whereas when you run all that single wield, you get, look at how many number 10s we're catching. When you're running single wield, you get all those damage caps as they are, plus the amount of damage cap that's within his trait. But the amount of damage cap that's within his trait kind of gets supplemented by the fact that you're dual wielding. So it's kind of it's an actual topic of conversation and discussion. And I'm very curious to know what tests Tweaks ran to confirm dual. Like he didn't say, "Oh yeah, it's better in this situation or it's better in that situation." He just said single wield's better. So I'm curious what he's meaning by that to determine that it's better in all scenarios. Rio, thank you for the kind wishes. Undefinable said, yeah, I saw it, but it was pretty bad. I think you need some kind of secretary to review these vids, make sure they are funny before it gets to you. Yeah. I'm kind of relying on you guys to be that middle man. Because I think a secretary's kind of down the line. But, oof. I was debating putting it up or not, but I was like, I'll just do it because it gets that message out of like, this is what we want to avoid. If you guys come across some funny montages, send it to me so that it's an actual enjoyable video other than a cringe fest. It should have been a try not to cringe challenge. That's what it should have been. But going back to our conversation, Cal, it's just like, I've learned by now that content creating is a roller coaster. It is not always a high, right? You go up and then you come down, and then you go up and you come down, and basically it's how long can you stay in the game till eventually your average trajectory brings you to a point where you're good and you can actually support yourself off of it. Yeah, Buddha, gotta admit, if you don't fish, I don't either. Yeah, Shadow. I mean, I haven't done any fishing since the last one, so it's tough. If first reaction vids are your thing, why not try random gacha games on the Play Store? I could do that. But here's the thing. If I'm gonna do that, I would do mainstream content. That would be mainstream content, because that's not BoodaFam videos are videos that like I enjoy, and then I put out for those of you who want to see me just enjoy things. Like trying random games, that's not something I enjoy. That's something that could potentially lead to more like traffic on the channel, so I wouldn't want to lock that behind. I wouldn't want to make that and then not enjoy it, but then also not try and get views from it, you know? If I'm gonna sell out, I'm gonna give that content to the people that like to do that, or to an actual audience. All right, so I started an event in the last Cloudia Discord. I have noticed that Lance gets interrupted in the middle of S3 at times, negating his super armor. No way, Chuck. I don't know. I don't know about all that. Cause I've ran Lance and Mother, and I didn't see that happening. Or at least I didn't notice it. Maybe you could do some kind of self-challenges in Last Cloudia then, like trying to beat certain bosses with the usual setups. There is actually a series that I've wanted to try out, and I've wanted to try and do, that I think could be really cool. And I actually worked on it already. Well, I that Zero Plays brought up the idea, and then I just kind of jumped in his DMs and said, yo, are you serious? Like, is that an actual idea you have? Because if so, let's talk about it. And then he proceeded to like lay out the entire structure of what I'm talking about on a spreadsheet. I don't want to say it yet because I don't want to put it out there and hype it up before it's like actually going to become a thing. But there is a Last Cloudia project outside of the normal content that I think could be a lot of fun. But that's the thing, that's Last Cloudia content, so I would drop that. I would put that as channel videos as well. Like I said, the BoodaFam vids are everything outside of Last Cloudia. So if I'm playing, like I know I want to do some more Call of Duty videos. I want to make like a zombies playthrough where we see how far I can get playing zombies. I want to make different game modes, so like a search and destroy video. I really want to try and get like gold camo on a gun, so that would be a journey, that would be a little montage video. And then of course I'm gonna do Pokemon playthrough highlights. So that's what BoodaFam content consists of. Anything that's Last Cloudia will stay public, and then anything that's like super mainstream, like gacha reviews, monthly gacha reviews, I would keep that as public content as well. Talking about BF, newest game 2042. Oh, Battlefield seems to be their worst BF release ever. That's what I've heard. Someone else said that before. A0 is gonna be an extra body for the crack and break test. Dope. Tweaks was showing zero interest in my little break test, so I may just I may just exclude him out of pettiness. This is gonna be a tough one, y'all. This is gonna be a tough stream. I'm just gonna be transparent with you. Your boy Buddha's not on his A game. Not on his A game this week. Variety of content helps keep things fresh. It does. It does. But it can also backfire, depending on how you do it. Don't have his paid, but can use everything else. Dope, dope, dope. Yeah. It really... Lancevale's sword, his paid sword, this one bothers me a little more than most. Because I really want it, and I want to use it. Sure, if you're taking on more than you should... Well, yes... From an internal stance, sure. Like, if you're trying to edit more... You're trying to make too much content than you can handle from that perspective, but more so than that, it's YouTube. Like, I mean, I have examples of when I started putting out other videos that weren't Last Cloudia. YouTube immediately stopped pushing out my new upload notifications when I went back to Last Cloudia content. Like when I started doing Disgaea content and Nier content, both of those like hit my channel in a negative way in terms of YouTube pushing my new uploads in front of my usual subscribers and usual viewers. Denji, hey Buddha. No, you don't go for paid equipment, but would you do it if someone sponsored it? I wouldn't. Nope. I wouldn't, Denji. I've said that before. I'll do paid summons. I will not do paid equips. I will never add to the statistic of purchasing paid equipment. I will never do it. There are so many better things in the world to like take a stand for, and that's mine. Hey Buddha, how's it going? It's good. You're making content for the one person that read the channel name and thought about fishing, Ahmad. Yo. Yuko, what's going on? What's up, everybody? What's been your longest play session without breaks? 6.5 hours. 6.5 hours was the longest I went. What do I have? Oh. The algorithm really hurts newer content creators, really discourages people from branching out. It does. It does. That's why I don't really want to anymore. I'm a perfect example. Unless I have an idea that I'm either so passionate about or I'm so confident in, I'm not putting videos out on the channel that aren't Last Cloudia. Just not doing it. Just not doing it. I was nervous because, for those of you who noticed, last Friday, I uploaded a 30-second video to just be there when I was live on Twitch, and I took it down immediately after my Twitch live stream was done. But I was nervous about even putting that up on YouTube, even though it's 30 seconds. Like the fact that it didn't get a lot of views, is that hurting me? I don't know. Maybe. Got the most views by rehashing already popular content, like doing parody videos or analysis videos. When I actually bothered to do full reviews on stuff I was interested in it and barely got any views. It's funny how that works, man. It is so funny. I gotta check out your channel, bro. I didn't know you were a content creator like that. Do you think it's worth to spend your crystals on the TOM collab? We will know tomorrow. Tomorrow's the 23rd. Tomorrow's the 23rd. Well, actually, y'all, I might be able to do the live stream tomorrow, which would actually be dope. The way things have changed, I may actually be able to do it. I have to talk with Lady Buddha to figure out what the actual plan is for this week, because she keeps that in her head better than I do, like when we have obligations and stuff. But with the news that we got today, it may have changed things up to the point where I can do a watch party live stream tomorrow, which would be amazing. That would be a nice uplifter for me and hopefully you guys. This collab can either go very well or very bad, but isn't the TOM collab old? No, Yuko. The TOM collab is completely new. But along with the new TOM stuff, we're getting a rerun of the COM stuff. I don't know if y'all were there during the during the back and forth from, was it last night, between Lake and a bunch of other people about how, like, we all refer to the old collab as SOM, Secret of Mana, but that's not true. It's Collection of Mana, and they even put it in the game as Collection of Mana. I think we refer to it as Secret of Mana because the characters are SOM, but the collab as a whole is a Collection of Mana, so technically it's COM. So getting back to the point, we're getting a new TOM collab along with a rerun of the COM collab. Dude, Cal, that was funny, man. People really getting hung up on the details. I was reading it and I was like, this is a headache. This is a whole ass headache. YouTube rewards consistent and repetitive content, which is why you should trick it by masking the content, changing little things gradually. Well, Ahmad, that sounds a lot easier said than done, if I'm being honest with you. Especially going through, like, thinking about my process. That's a tough one. I think it would get a lot easier. Like, I'm on, like, right now, the majority of what you guys, you know, contribute to the channel whenever you donate or when you become a member or through YouTube ad revenue, I'd say the majority of it is technically profit, right? Like, I use that money to either buy new games, buy paid gems, buy whatever you guys want me to spend in Last Cloudia, except paid gear. But I haven't touched the profits. And so I don't know. Like, maybe it's worth it to hire an editor that just, like, you know, makes me break even, but could potentially increase my video production by a ton. It's a tough call. It's risky business. Oh yeah, donate link. I'm telling you. I warned you. Your boy Buddha's off of his game today, and it sucks. But the Pokemon streams are doing not bad. They're not doing bad at all, so thank you guys who are interested there. Let's go ahead and switch. Donation settings. Thank you for reminding me, Cal. Dono. There we go. Sure, Dokkan's about to drop some hype. I was gonna make some other. I was thinking about making some content on that as well. Oh, hold on. Oh, that was from Zero. Okay, so yeah, see, people just like to talk, they like to chat shit when you put out stuff, okay? See, like this kind of stuff, it annoys me because it's like we're not on this. You're not on the same conversation that I'm on. Specifically in the last Cloudia Discord. If you guys are in there, you can go see what I mean. But like the argument that's being made against me, I addressed in the video. So how are you gonna come say, "Oh no, you're wrong," when you're saying something that I said in the video? Anyway. Oh, we're out of fish. Yeah, Dragon Ball Legends and Dokkan are both getting some hype stuff. We're getting the Legends Festival dropping in like a day. And then we just got the announcement for the Dragon Ball Heroes collab in Dokkan, which is pretty dope. Pretty dope. Yeah, Shadow. That's exactly what it does. I know the Dragon Ball's main YouTubers essentially write off the summons videos. Absolutely. Since them being YouTube. Yeah, it's Denji. I mean, that's the goal. That's what every content creator wants for the YouTube content to provide for our addictions. Don't let any content creator fool you. Like, and even how I got started with content creating. As I was getting older, I'm like, okay, I need to make money, but I love playing video games. But the more the bigger the need to make money, the more the need to make money grows, the less time I have to play video games. So, what's the solution to that? Calphadite feeds the addiction. Calphadite supports it. You gotta try and make money off playing video games. So then, it's just an organic cycle. And it helps feed what you want to do. So yeah, I mean, that's why we got Buddha Brands LLC, Chuck and Calvinite coming in. Throwing some dodos for the collab gotcha. I see you, my friend. I will definitely reserve some of that to do some paid summons, some paid step-ups for you guys. How I'm going to do that, I'm not sure. Maybe just the content will be postponed until I get back. Maybe that it just is what it is, and that's what we have to deal with. And we lose out on the initial release hype. And it is what it is. I mean, I know a lot of you guys wouldn't mind, right? Like, I know a lot of you guys are understanding about real life and family stuff, and you know, you'd be there for the video if I had to drop it that following Monday. Just wanted to make sure the donation link works. Well, Cal, I know you're a hard-ass working man, so any money you throw my way, you already know. It's all love. And it's part of the reason why I'm not. If people are that invested in me to support me financially, like, I'll be damned. I'll be damned to give up on this until it's literally the last resort. We started it. We started the journey. I've had the dream since I was young. I'm not letting go. I don't care. I don't care. Did you need 8,000 fish to get the arc? You don't need it to get the arc. You need it to basically activate the arc. No hard feelings on the delay. Most folks will be busy. I figured, Chuck, like, what a horrible, horrible time to release the event. Thanksgiving is... That's an American thing, right? Like, I know that's such an ignorant thing to say. But I'm pretty sure that's a US thing. So, over in Japan, like, can you blame them for not caring about, like, Thanksgiving? But, I mean, if they were, well, no, it just is what it is. I think it's just the timing. It's just how the timing worked out. Canadian. Okay, so everyone has. Okay, so there are different Thanksgivings depending on the country. That's good to know. Thanks, Super Pink. Super Pink socks. Very fun. Going back up, I think I missed. Buddha, can you give me some tips on how to get a lot of gold? I've been stuck at 100k this whole week. You have to auto farm, my friend. If you're not auto farming, I don't have good tips. And obviously that becomes a lot more difficult or a lot easier depending on multiple things. Your device, if you can run the game on Steam, and your auto farming team, if you have one built out. But even if you have like something that can clear it in 10 seconds, auto farming like IGC3, that's the only thing that's going to help you. Noab is in the building. What's going on, my guy? I saw congrats on getting Zlorge after 10 months or however long it's been since he released. I think it's been, he released, yeah, he released like along with Shift Lilibet, was it? During that update, I kind of remember. So, I mean, hey, Zlorge, as of right now, is the best DPS in the entire game, so congrats. Cody, maybe they chose that time because of Black Friday and how much people are willing to spend around the holidays. Right? Like, that sounds like a logical business decision. The only reason I'm mad is because it's inconvenient for me. It's not like a whole... It's not an actual flaw in the choices they've made. I'm just annoyed that I'm not going to be in town or set up properly to do the content I would like to produce. So, bro, I feel like I'm so behind on all that end game stuff given how long you've been playing, over a year and a half, and being level 40 plus. That ends now. Gonna grind through the end game. Do it, bro. Do it. It takes focused effort. Like, it's not content that you do casually. You gotta think about your team setup. You gotta think about your battle strategy. You gotta then execute it. Do trial and errors, because there's very rarely you're gonna get it all done like on your first take. And the busier you are, the less time you have to give focused attention to all that. So I don't blame you, bro, but gotta do it, bro. Your account's gotta be set up. You have the tools. It's just about executing. Any word on how long the collab will last? Is it 2 or 3 weeks? I don't know why it would be longer than 2. But no, I think we're getting all of that information tomorrow, Chuck. All that information's coming tomorrow. Going back up, Shadow said Dokkan's about to drop some hype too. DBH is coming, but aside, God Trunk's not very hyped with the rest. We got news of more easy A's. Yeah, I'm excited. Wait, Android 16 and Android 21? Oh, I didn't see that news. I saw the easy A's for the old Dragon Ball Hero units, like the Super Saiyan 3 Trunk, Super Saiyan 3 Gohan. I'm excited for those. Easy A's. That's why I'm so like disappointed in Last Cloudia's buffs, because I wanted 5 stars to be the equivalent of easy A's in Dokkan. And I know that's not fair because that's such a specific game, but easy A's are one of my favorite features of Dokkan. Like, and I like that there's a standard for a unit when it's released, and then there's a way to bring that unit back up to current meta in the future. So I really was hoping that Last Claudia would treat these 5-star buffs of old units like that, and then new units would come out and they would still be 4 stars, but then in the future, when everything was getting power crept, Last Claudia could then do these 5-star buffs to the older units to bring them back up to that high level performance that they were at when they first released. But sadly, that's not the case. The 5-star buffs were just a new baseline of character completion, and they just rushed all the characters there. And then consequentially, we got good 5 stars. We got many bad 5 stars. And it just didn't feel as good. It didn't feel as good to me. Denji says, you already said previously you'll chase Honey Elixir, but are you planning on summoning for TOM units, or that will depend on how meta they are? Yeah, it'll depend. Because I don't like the designs of any of them. So, unless I see something that's like, oh, if I get that, I can do completely new, fun things, then yeah. Like, Honey Elixir's nice because it's just the upgraded version of WAP for PvE content. So yeah, I would like that. Especially when time trials roll around, and if I'm ever trying to gun for an actual legitimate top 30 time, Honey Elixir can be that small, that small detail that actually, like the fact that it's time stop is the small detail that actually has a big impact. And I'll definitely drop, I will drop crystals. I won't chase until I'm empty. That I won't do. I'll probably drop, I mean, I've got 120k, so I'm dropping 30k on the collab. Where those 30k crystals go will depend on the information we get tomorrow. After that, if I don't get what I'm looking for, then we'll do some real contemplation on if things are worth the chase, or if I want to hold that 90k for pity, because that's basically my last Cloudia goal right now, is to always have pity crystals. Which is a very tough task as a budget spender. I pretty much only spend money, at this point in time, I only spend money if you guys support paid pulls. Other than that, I don't buy crystals on my own time. I treat this game as a free to play. Like, I wouldn't be spending money if I wasn't making content. But I know you guys like to see summon reactions. So I'll definitely respect the donations that want to see me spend. Yeah, the new TOM characters don't look great aesthetically. Not sure if their sprites can save them, or if anything, I'd only go for after Honey Elixir. At 90k, not sure how much I'd spend though. You have WAP. Right, Noab. And so do I. But I just know that Honey Elixirs, that the fact that it's time stop serves, it can literally make or break certain strategies and make things much easier on the PvE side. Good thing we got you to pull on Maja at the start of the stream then. Oh, yes. Yes. You did. You did. But I was down to pull for Maja anyway, because I had like over 100k crystals, and I had never actually gone for a magic user. So that I was down for. That's what I'm saying. Unless one of these characters brings something that's obviously so new and so fresh and so clean, it's going to be a hard pass. I'm not into the IP to just want the characters to have them, and I'm not a collector enough to just want the characters because they're collab characters, because they're limited. WAP do be annoying AF. You have to try to cast it 2 or 3 times sometimes before it actually goes off. Yeah, man, that's the thing. Without time stop, like if your mage gets flinched out of casting, or if on auto they're trying to cast something else, so then you press WAP manually, but you're in the middle of casting something else, it's even longer before it activates. So there's just, that's the thing. It's like with the time stop spell, it allows for much easier control over whatever strategy you're going for. As someone who got Maja, I gotta say, he's paid off tremendously. The XP, oh my god, Denji, who are you telling, bro? Who are you telling? Not only XP, look how much money I have. I've never had that much money. I got to 99 million so fast. The Maja XP farm was worth the subbing in itself, exactly. Like, who needs a V or a Roy to get 1 second IGC3 clears anymore? I've got Maja and his busted auto farm. Whatever is in the building, what's going on? Going back up. Cal says you're going to be in Texas from Wednesday through Sunday, so you're going to miss the initial hype surrounding the release of the collab. So I'm not alone. There seems to be a lot of people. I see it as a good thing so others can give their opinions on the Arts units after messing around with them. Yeah, of course, Cal. Of course. Tweaks is going to be away too, though, which will be interesting because he is our main source of, like, thorough testing very early, at least on global. And then Shadow says easy is the best thing Dokkan ever did. Revitalize old units for today's meta. For LC we'll probably have a 6-star or something eventually. Yeah, but that's the thing is if it's going to be the same when they do 6 stars, the meta's going to be here. And now the 5-star floor is down here, so then the 6-star floor is just going to come here. It doesn't actually jump up. Like, what's better is that, like, the new units are still 4-star, and then if a unit is down here at a 4-star, they jump up to here at a 5-star, or somewhere like in here. Or sometimes make them even better. Why not? Who cares? There is no downside to giving characters that are old, to giving old players like really fun and exciting new versions of their old characters that they invested in and then have no use for. There's nothing unfun about making them just crazy compared to their old versions. But we're kicking a dead horse with that rant, because I've given my 2 cents on 5 stars for way too long now. Awaken 7 or 8, that'll just give stat boosts. What's up, Lax? How you doing? Good to see you, bro. We have one of our residential mods in the main LC Discord in the building with Lax. Where is the Maja XP node? I made a whole video on it. But it's over here. Heart of the Temple, baby. Get yourself a 5-star Maja. Kit it out, right? You gotta make sure he's kitted out. Make sure that board's 120 out of 120. Stack a whole bunch of freaking magic damage mods on him. Starverse is the spell you want to use. Make sure he has nothing except Starverse equipped. Whole bunch of magic damage multipliers, and then just turn them on. Just turn them on. Oh, I didn't mean to go dark. That's a habit. Watch, I'll just give you a little example. But yeah, undefinable. Awaken 7 or 8. That's just going to give more stats, which is going to be negligible. The enhancements are where they have potential to really change stuff. And then you go, boom! And everything's dead. Good times. Good times. Now, I do have Light Mega Boost, which is limited from Lily Matter, which adds an extra 2k to Light Damage Cap, or Light Magic Damage Cap. So, I don't think that matters. As long as you're capping at that 68k, you'll be fine. Oh, Cal, I've been doing it. Dude, don't wait, bro. There's no point in waiting. I've been leveling up units mad quick without XP up 2. Just using XP up 1. Another day, another dollar fishing. You know we gotta do it. Gotta get our 300 fish. It's gonna be a slowed process because of everything coming up in the next couple weeks. So we definitely need to be on top of it when we can be. Yeah, Cal, it's absolutely worth it. I wouldn't sleep on it just because you're missing XP up 2. More for... Hi, babe. My lady Buddha just got home. She's home early today. This is a nice surprise. Yeah, in terms of like just it's a one waiver. So you get all the benefits of auto grinding a one wave stage, including purple crystals, which is nice. I have a ridiculous infinite amount of purple crystals, which I can convert to red crystals, which is amazing. You do miss a couple items from IGC3 which are useful, like the XP pots and the skill books, but I've now farmed enough skill books where I think it doesn't even matter. So it's all a give and take in terms of the item drop pool. But then like gold, for gold, if you do gold rush, it's exponentially higher, like a ridiculous amount of money you can get. Blue and red souls, you can get a ton more, which kind of balances out if you're ever worried about blue and red soul expense. And then even with no XP ups, the XP that you get from the stage is just bonkers. So good, I already unlocked the place, just need to unlock hard mode. Yeah, hard mode is definitely also a grind and a push that you gotta suffer through. Undefinable says they could change the scaling. I don't know, I feel like LC has some issues with leveling awakening system. As it stands right now, it doesn't seem to matter at all outside of early to mid game. Very true. Reminds me of what you were doing with Maja at level 1. That was fun. That was fun to do on live stream, man. Just immediately hit a 70k damage cap or whatever we hit on one of the like experience farm levels. Granted, the enemies were super low tier, but yeah, it was fun. Level 1. For those who want to argue levels matter, just levels matter in a very minimal way is how I should say it. Obviously, a level 100 Maja is going to hit way harder than a level 1 Maja more consistently, but 75% of the performance is going to come from the skill board and the added skills. Alright, I haven't been keeping track. Oh, shoot. My hand wasn't even on the mouse. I am very sore. I also didn't really take that into consideration. My whole body is sore, because for those of you who saw my little golf video, boy Buddha busted out the golf skills yesterday just to get outside of my little dungeon and some fresh air. There's a little driving range at my new in my new town, so went there with a couple friends, and yeah, it's been a while since your boy was swinging a club, but felt good. But I did about an hour and 15 minutes on the driving range because I got there too early. And then we proceeded to hit like 14 holes. And for those of you who haven't played golf or think it's like, oh, how can you be sore from golf? Go play a full 18 rounds of golf and then you can let me know how you feel the next day. Is IGC3 God no, whatever. God is never auto farm God stages. They take way too long. They take way too long to complete. The return for the farm is caca. You want to be able to one tap. You basically want strategies that one shot your farming waves. Alright, 2 out of 3 done. We're making good time. Let's go to Grandar. Speaking of hard stages, I gotta finish all of these nodes here. I gotta finish the hard mode story for this map. And I need to do those sub-quests still, because I have not been motivated to do that at all. Mainly because I just want to get fishing done, and then I want to go jump over and play Pokemon, man. I just want to play some Pokemon. I want to see what we're able to find. I want to see if we could get a random shiny. I want to, like, get excited because it's been so long. I don't know when Pokemon learn certain moves now. So it's like when they get an awesome move at a random level, it catches me by surprise, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to use it in battle. It's all the good feelings. Like, I'm enjoying it. And I think a lot of you guys are too. After this stream, I would like to do some Pokemon streaming over on Twitch, so if you're not following me over there, check the description. I've got the Twitch link. You can jump over there if you have time. Doing a Brilliant Diamond playthrough. After we're done with this, though, I'm gonna go converse with Lady Buddha and see what's going on, because like I said, we gotta figure out some details for this week. Never knew shinies were a thing. What? Bro, shinies have been around since like Gen 2. That was when I started. I remember one of the most hype things ever. I hatched a shiny Elekid. I hatched a shiny Elekid from the egg that the breeder gives you, and I was like, this is the best day of my life. Like, the chances of that happening are so tiny, especially back then. I think shiny hunting was, the rates were unimaginably small back then. Odie is in the house. Did you hear what I just said, Odie? It's like one of the most epic Poke moments in my life. Shiny from Gen 2. Really don't remember those in the games back then. Maybe not Crystal and Gold. No, I'm sorry. Maybe not Silver and Gold, but in Crystal. It was in Crystal that happened. Hatched a shiny. Damn, chances are so small just finding it in the wild. I wonder what the chance. That's what I'm saying, Cal. Like, I remember seeing it and not believing it at first. I was like, there's no way. And then I checked in my box and had the shiny symbol next to it. Never played too much Pokemon because the whole demonic hysteria thing. The what? What conspiracy did you go down? Demonic hysteria in Pokemon? That sounds fun. Oni said, what about shinies? I hatched a shiny Elekid out of the breeder egg that you get in Gen 2 in Pokemon Crystal. Pokemon Crystal, the third installment of Gen 2. I need coffee. I need some coffee. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Let me go get a cup. Let me go make a quick cup of coffee so I can try and get a little energy back, because I think it's not only the news that we got, but it's the fact that my body is sore as parents back in the day would believe that Pokemon were the devil. Were any of the parents were any of the parents a shiny Pokemon? My parents are evangelicals. Oh, that's right. I did know that because I had someone else. I knew someone else whose parents wouldn't let them play because of that. So I do remember that. Thought that yes, Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what it was. Yu-Gi-Oh. Both of them. I remember that. I remember those times. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. Appreciate your patience with me.
all is said and done. And when you're ready to wake up, you're going to wake up. And if you're not ready, you're going to stay pretending that you're just a little, poor little me. Who are you? I am that I am, which is the name of God.
anyone still here? Anyone still in the building? Because that was a long break. And I apologize. But we're back. Hello. How do you unlock this? I imagine he's in the second map, Cal. Once you get to Psycho Village and you complete enough quests, you can buy out the shop. Once you buy out the shop, you're going to unlock the Cloud Rod. Buy the Cloud Rod. And then you can go to the fishing spot. What's been going on since I got off, guys? Dojo's in the house. What's going on, fam? You guys been chatting? You guys been keeping each other company while I've been gone? I gotta catch up on comments. Okay, still talking about the satanic worshipping of Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Only asking because apparently in Pokemon Crystal, if one of the Pokemon you use for breeding is a shiny Pokemon, increase. Oh, well, so Cal, no, like in Pokemon Crystal, you get a free egg before you can ever put before you can put Pokemon in the breeder's place. They give you a free egg that can be either like an Igglybuff, an Elekid, a Pichu, or a Togepi. It can be like one of those 4 things, and mine was a shiny Elekid. That's what was so insane. There was no breeding involved. There's nothing sketchy about it. We all know Ash's mom, mime, and... Okay. 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 What are y'all... I didn't go up far enough in the comments. They let Brock try and get with every girl in the show. That was a little... That wasn't a great message. That was a little odd. Yeah, element. But I mean, look at what anime is. Y'all gotta remember, Pokemon is an anime. Japanese culture. Is a little different. A little different. Women, the way anime portrays women, and the characteristics that are valued over there. It's a little different than over here. And even just the culture of men and women dating. It's just a different vibe. I think that's the same guy, the one with the Hispanic. Oh, I don't even know what y'all are talking about with the Hispanic accent. Playing Pokel Same and vibing. Good luck on that, Dojo. That was a lot of just hoping for RNGesus. But eventually we got it. To break down what Pokemon really is, it's basically catching wild animals and forcing them. Oh, that I agree with. Pokemon's it's like a horrible concept in terms of humanity. Or humane, not humanity. Inhumane? Pokemon is not humane. It is brutal. It's messed up. The only reason they get away with it is because there's never actually killing going on. It's just fainting and like knocking the Pokemon out. You get little cute swirlies on the eyes when a Pokemon's not able to battle. When in reality, that would probably equate to some crazy form of concussion or like internal bleeding. It's not a happy ending. Oh, there is in the games. There is Oni. I don't remember any Pokemon deaths in the anime, but maybe they did. Maybe they did play off that. The manga has corpses? What? I always did want them to make... I wanted them to make a Pokemon, which they did, but they didn't do it in a way that I liked. I was going to say where, like, the humans were also fighting alongside the Pokemon. But they do have, like, the Great War, the Pokemon Wars and stuff, so it can get pretty graphic. But they had that weird manga where the people fused with the Pokemon or something like that. And they had like crystals. Does anyone remember that? By the way, how did you all hear about Pokemon and what kept you interested? Well, I was like 5. And I just remember that like a holographic Charizard was the coolest looking thing I'd ever seen in my life. During the Pokemon card game. And then when I learned that it was a video game on the Game Boy, I just had to have it. And then from there, that's all she wrote. Pokemon Sengoku War Tactical RPG? What? What's that called? I found out about it through Saturday morning cartoons. Nice. Yo, I need to do a lot of things. We always need to do a lot of things. But currently, my hips are screaming at me. Yes. They did, Oni. They did. I do remember that. I didn't play it, but I watched a lot of Pokemon X and Y videos. And I do remember that. Yes, that was quite brutal. Pokemon Conquest? How have I never heard of this game? What is this? On the Nintendo DS. Yo, this is actually dope looking. I'm not mad at this. I did see a video on this game. I did see a video on this game at one point. Dude, but that dude's sick looking, man. Like, what? Who's that guy? With a freaking shiny Rayquaza? So old, Deuce. Red, yellow, and blue. You were in high school when they came out, but were you there for green? That's the question. Were you about that life when green was a thing? That's Nobunaga. Wow. In reality, you know those dogs raised for illegal ring fights, the majority can't be retrained back into society, so they end up euthanized. What are we even talking about now? Hold on. What? Oh, that's what you're equating to how Pokemon would be? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a very, very dumbed down version of what that kind of society would be in reality. Anyone remember the Burger King 20? Hell yes, Ryan. Cal. I had the Mewtwo one. That was dope. Oh wait, no, there was no Mewtwo one. I think it was a Pikachu. But I had the Mewtwo figure that you could get from the the kids meals. You have the Poliwhirl, Oni? Did y'all, but kind of switching the subject, do y'all remember the Yu-Gi-Oh movie? And you could get the packs of the Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I thought that was the most mind-blowing thing in the entire world when I was young. Fan-made live action taking Pokemon into a more serious note, making fights illegal. It's a fun watch worth checking out. I'm down. Cody, I was fortunate that your mom worked at Burger King, so you just, yeah, she's just coming home, spoiling you. Hell yeah, Cody. I would have been so hyped if one of my parents worked for Burger King during that time. I'd have been like, you're the coolest parent in the entire world. I hope you know that. Funny how perspective changes everything, isn't it? This is the worst feature. And I'll bring it up every time. But the fact that some of these fish can start from a mile away from the bob. And it takes so long. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Why? Who tested this? No one, that's who. We just like to watch it inch closer and slowly and closer, and then maybe, there we go. Alright, are we almost done? You didn't know Yu-Gi-Oh! Had a movie release? The Dude, that movie was so lit. If they at least made fishes worth selling, this could be somewhat nice. Shadow. What do you mean? The fish are worth it. Do you even know why we're fishing? You've been here. You know why we're fishing. I watched that vid, leaves a sour taste, but in the end of the day, no matter how ethically bad it looks in the games, I'm still playing till the day I die. For sure. Absolutely, Oni. It's called immersion, Buddha. You think that fish actually swim fast? They wanted to give us the real sensation of fishing in real life, where you can sit there for hours and not catch a fish. Oh, aside from the arc. Okay. Well, that's how they made it worth it. That's how they made fishing worth it, was that one arc. Which, fair play. They did the job. After 8,000 fish, you're probably gonna have all your big catches. You're gonna have, I went to the wrong thing. I meant to go to archive. You're gonna have all the big catches. You're gonna have all the species. You're gonna have everything filled. So fair play to them. You knock out a ton of birds with one stone, right? Maybe. I don't know. We'll see if we can get big catches of the rarest ones, because that seems to be tough. You keep them fish forever. No. I'm holding out for cooking aspect to this game. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's like with food that just gives you 50,000 damage cap. That'd be interesting. It'd be weird. I don't know if I'd like it. That would be a way to like bring a lot of characters back to regular meta though, and then it would just make other characters ridiculous. Like, what if there was a food that only ice element users could eat, and it gave them plus 20,000 damage cap? That'd be something. That'd be a new something. Do you need to always... Yes, Shadow. You have to have 8,000 fish in your inventory. There's no workaround. Sadly. So you can't get the 8,000 fish and then sell it for a pretty penny. You gotta have those fish forever in your bag. So your backpack probably smells horrendous. As a hobby fisherman IRL, they do. Especially some fish like bass really like the fast movement. I've never taken fishing seriously. I've done it a couple times in my life, but never got into it. I probably will as I get older, because I know it's a very relaxing experience. That was a little too intense for me. Okay, look at all this. I'm checking Discord right now because okay, never mind. Never mind. I was checking something, my bad. Look at that, on the main LC Discord, we've got the 24 Days of Fish happening now. I think I only had it scheduled to 3:30, so that's going to go away, and we are not done yet, sadly. Sadly. It's okay. It's fine. Alright, what are we talking about in chat? Real life fishing is fun when you actually catch something. Yeah, I bet. The key is to keep them interested. In fact, the best time for catching a fish is within a few seconds of your bait cast. The longer you wait, the less interested they are, I imagine. Could make sense because that's when it first plops in the water and actually can like look like it's moving around. Last time I went fishing, I caught a log. No, you did not, Cal. You're trolling. No, you did not. I did have kind of a traumatic experience though, because I caught a fish by the fin and I felt so bad. Like, at least if you catch them in the mouth, you know, apparently they don't have pain receptors in their mouth, is what I was told. But I felt horrible catching a fish on its back fin. I felt like I just permanently damaged the fish. Because we weren't catching fish to, you know, eat them. We were just doing it for sport, and I don't know, kind of traumatized me as a little animal lover. Make it a curiosity bite while waiting, but that's not the best way. Shiny hunting in Brilliant Diamond is so easy in 1 hour, 60 to 100. But you need a radar that's only accessible by beating the Elite Four. I know, Oni, like, I was saying earlier before you got into chat, I've seen some videos come out for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl where people are talking about, like, the best ways to get shinies and the most efficient ways to, like, level things up. And I'm just like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I could survive in the content creator waters of Pokemon, because they must have gone through and like sped run the campaign just so they could get to a point to exploit those tactics. And I'm just not about that. I just want to play the game at my own pace and enjoy it like I used to when I was younger, man. But it's shark infested waters in these YouTube videos. Oh, they got the game earlier. Man. That's some hacks, bro. That's some hacks. You really did, Cal. Thought it was a huge fish that you caught, pulled as hard as you could, and yanked yourself into the water. Parents traced the line to a log. Wow. Yo, Cal. See, like, that might make me laugh in a try not to laugh challenge. I'm just picturing the scene. Oh my gosh, really? Every fish that we don't catch is a fish we have to then catch again in the future. It's a pain in the butt, man. It's just a pain in the butt. No. Okay, Fearbolt. Alrighty. That's a great image. Oh my goodness, I keep right-clicking accidentally. Oh, it's Dreadnought saying with the emojis. That's what I like to see, bro. Nintendo has content creator partnership thing where they get to test the water and play early, I imagine, and they like just get content ready. That's gold. It's like you get all this time before the game gets released to make videos so that when it gets released and then you have permission to release that content, it's just banger after banger after banger. For catching fish, you want to make sure the leader line is as invisible as possible, so you need to use a lighter line. Interesting. Alright, please tell me this is our last round. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know how many rounds we've done yet. which then will tell me how many fish we need to get after the fact. Fish are smarter than you'd think. If they see your fishing line, they will rarely bite. I believe it. I mean, let me get Kyle's fishing line. It's actually invisible. It actually doesn't even exist. Yeah, that sounds like a little more, you're getting into a little more advanced level of thinking and fishing when you know what type of line you're using. I didn't even know the type of line was a consideration. All right, I think this is our last round, everybody. This is just the remainders, which is great. One, last one, baby. Come on, get on the hook. Give it to me. Beautiful. I believe that's it, y'all. I think we got our quota, which puts us into 2,000. Yep. Puts us into 2,000. We started today off with, what, 1,750? So now we are at, 2,050, which is great. We will take it. Very nice. Okay, guys. Well, here's the thing. You know I love hanging with you. And so let me take some time to maybe get settled and hopefully jump back over on Twitch for the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond playthrough continuation. I really want to try and do as many playthroughs as I can possibly. So we got another day of fishing down. Appreciate y'all for coming out. Thank you to Cal and Chuck. I think it was Chuck. Nope, let me double check. I'm pretty sure it was Chuck. It was Chuck for the donos for today, helping your boy support the stream a little bit. We got our 10 out of 10 members, guys. Our first members goal, BoodaFam members, was achieved. So if you want to help us get to our next goal, which is 20, trying to double that by the end of the year, I would greatly appreciate it. Y'all already know the drill. I'm going to try and get 2 videos prepped for this weekend for you guys. So you get one on Saturday and on Sunday, some extra content for you. And yeah, thank you to anyone who is a BoodaFam member. Thank you to anyone who will be a future BoodaFam member. And go over onto Twitch. Follow me there if you're down to watch some Pokemon playthroughs. If you think it's satanic and whatnot, I understand if you don't slide through. But if you are on the nostalgia train with your boy, come and see me. Oh, that's all I got for you this time, guys. Like, sub, hit the bell. Y'all ready? If y'all are here, y'all already know the drill. Well, that being said, y'all know what we say. Work hard, play harder. See you in the next one.